Hello, everyone. This is Beyond Heroes. Today, we have a few really cool announcements. Theros is out and available if you want to get into some awesome Greek-inspired, Magic the Gathering-inspired adventures with giant build-your-own chimera monsters that your Dungeon Master will absolutely abuse. Then that is the book for you. We also have Mythic Dice now that are out, which are really cool, and I made a really cool trailer for it because I am a nerd, and I'm very excited for those dice. So other than that, we have some art of a Penelope half-pint, I believe. Is that correct?
I think
Am I
so.
wrong? Oh my god.
It's so cute.
It's the little tiny flowers that do it for me.
Yes.
That's just
Penelope
adorable.
8-bit.
Yeah.
What is on the ground next to her, though?
Did she poop?
It's the worm.
Oh,
yeah, it's the worm.
It's the
I thought she just
villain
lost
of
some
the
leaves
last
or something.
campaign.
Yeah, listen, it's a living cloak. She sheds a little bit. It's fine.
I mean, Todd went right to the poop, but that's not what I meant.
Todd went right to
We're
the
not
poop.
even a minute in, Adam.
You know what? She's a druid. I wouldn't put it past her.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
when you've got a bush like a big bush
Shrub.
outfit on there, no one can tell that you're pooping. Like, you know, right?
Just go, man.
You're just like a kid in a pool.
Oh god.
Briv would understand. Briv would totally understand.
There's a
And then,
certain
of
freedom to
course,
it.
we have +1 Pen of Smiting, who is back
Yay!
again with more amazing moments from when people
Shut
say
the
things.
front door.
It's so much more epic when you say it.
Yes.
It's impressive. He's captured your likeness.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Do we have any other pressing announcements? We have an announcement, but not yet. But maybe within 10 minutes from now. But who can say? Mysteries.
We can't. Nope,
You'll
can't
have
say
to stay
anything.
tuned and find out.
You're just gonna have to wait and find out. So that's how that's gonna happen. Anything else? Anything else? Nothing? Nothing? All right. Well, let's go to our intro right now.
Into the unknown we go, where we will land, we just don't know. But we will fight on and on and on. No matter what, we will rise with the dawn. Out of the ashes and beyond the night, beyond the masses and into the light. Beyond all time in this adventure we chose, we will never give up. We are beyond heroes, beyond heroes.
Hi, everyone. Previously on Beyond Heroes, we all looked at Briv Steelmarrow's giant skirt because he was a giant colossus and made out of steel. And then everyone destroyed him. Rightly so. We were joined by Celise from the Forgotten Realms, from Faerun, who was sent by Averyn, the trickster god, to assist everyone. And she was somewhat horrified by our lack of communication skills. And also, we all missed her wonderful entrance. The battle ensued against this giant colossus that was formed in the shape of Briv Steelmarrow on the island of Steelmarrow, where everyone worships Briv Steelmarrow. It became clear it had been constructed and fashioned by these creatures of the Shadowfell, believing that Briv Steelmarrow was still their commander. However, everyone attacked the colossus and were able to destroy it. However, it did do a ton of damage to the island itself, and it began to sink. Penelope Half-Pint assisted in preventing a giant tidal wave from killing all of the residents of the entire city, as well as releasing several Pegasi. I think that's how you say that.
You're the DM.
Thank you. Okay, good. Thank you, TJ. I need confirmation. And what else happened? I think that was about it. All you did that whole 2 hours was destroy a giant statue.
Well,
that's pretty embarrassing.
Averyn showed back.
The dragon.
Oh yeah, you got dragon. Averyn showed up again and said, "Hey, guess what, Keen? I need you." And Keen's like, "Why?" And Averyn's like, "Cuz." And I sent you to hell. And it has now been 1 week later. That is the weirdest intro I've ever given. You are still in the fairly sunken city of Steelmarrow, and they have begun rebuilding, including the statue. but efforts have been made. And now what Steel Marrow was once largely made out of, pre-constructed walls of stone, and still very much is, because it is partially sunk, is almost like Venice now. They have taken advantage of the fact over this last week to turn the roads themselves into waterways, and effectively kind of using gondolas to get around the city of Steel Marrow. They are reconstructing the statue, but great efforts are being made to make sure the statue itself does not come alive again, as that was bad, and everyone agrees. And right now, you are all in the marketplace where people have begun to return for the first time, all of the refugees of Steel Marrow City in the world of Theros. What are you doing?
Is Keen back?
He's not.
And what's going on with Dragon? What's going on with Alyndra's dragon?
It's a little baby dragon.
Okay.
I am
What?
on a boat.
You're on a boat? You're not in the city?
I am in the city. I thought that boats
Oh, you're on the... Okay, you are on
floated
a,
everywhere throughout the city now.
Yeah, you're on the gondola next to the marketplace where everyone else is. Everyone who else is on that particular boat, however, is on the opposite side, trying to just control the weight differential because your entire bones are made of steel, and so it's a little hard on the driver.
If I see that, I am absolutely going to take advantage of that situation.
Okay.
And simply I'm going to get ready to jump up and grab onto the dock, but like I'm going to jump and like land into the bottom of the boat and try to vault them and then grab onto the dock.
Roll me an athletics check for meanness.
For
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be mean. That's a 22.
You see Briv just cannonball into a boat, and all of these refugees, by the way, on the other side of the boat are like just jump into the air as the boat completely teeter-totters. And Briv still
I thought it
goes
was
back and
just the people that I like our party.
No.
I don't know if it's just the random
Nope.
strangers.
The rest of us are in the marketplace.
It's a whole
I
bunch of
still
people
did
that like. It's a guy who kind of looks like Keen, a halfling that kind of looks like Penelope, and someone who sort of looks like a high elf like Alyndra, as well as a dragonborn,
You
but
got
that
their
has no
stunt
wings.
doubles.
They are all looking at you very irritated. They clearly have another mission.
I thought that you were someone else. And then I just climb up out of the boat.
Why did you do it? That's so rude.
Do they also have an owl bear, and so maybe they didn't fly quite so high up
No,
to
that
even
would
out
be
the
s-
boat?
That's too silly.
No, they have a bear owl.
I
A bear
draw
owl.
the line on my narrative. No owl.
I
bear.
apologize. I thought that thou wert someone else.
Dragonborn, this red dragonborn, just kind of looks at you. Well, you might think about looking at people a little bit closer next time. Also, what kind of friends do you have that you just jump into their boat and knock them around like that?
They love to swim.
Yeah, I think they probably don't. Okay.
Thou art a grumpy dragonborn.
Do you have any diamonds? Never mind.
Wow. So materially inclined.
Meanwhile.
What is the rest of the heroes doing as you just watch Briv Steelmarrow lose you in the crowd and then assault another group of adventurers on their way?
Assault is such a
So I got a reply from Freely to my sending from a while ago because, sendings are weird across planes. I think he's okay. It's hard to tell. He said he's with Averin and Sophia's. So, also he said something about punching Averin, but then the message cut off because, 25 words.
Maybe he's okay.
I hope
I was-
so.
Going to be concerned there.
Yeah.
I hope he's having fun.
Yeah, I hope so too. I'll try to contact him again when I got a chance. I also got a reply from Harold, who I'm a little more concerned about because he basically said he was going to die.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, we all are.
No, this sounded more immediate in the next 25 words. So, he said he was going to try to contact me when they were better.
He is
but-
going to die within the next 25 words? Then do not say anything.
Listen, this is what happens when you only have 25 words. Sometimes you say things that you wish you had more words for. So, but anyway, I want to let you know. I'll try to keep you informed.
At this exact moment, you hear a thunderclap of a sound as a giant fiery column strikes the exact boat that Briv Stilmarrow was in and the place that he was in. The entire side of the boat erupts in fire as you see a shadowy figure in the center of all of that swirling flame. And as it dissipates, you see a steaming, singed Keen Deapreth.
Keen.
It was not me.
Hey, welcome back. Are you okay?
I jump in the water.
Yes.
I told you they like to swim.
I crawl back out when the fire is done.
Okay.
My armor is covered in arrow shafts, claw marks. There is dust and dirt and soot and sulfur pouring out of my hair. But I am still in my spring, or my autumn actually.
Hey.
Wet, and I look up. Where is Averyn?
You don't see Averyn. You just see you are still very clearly in the city of Stilmarrow. And it seems that a week has gone by. There's repairs and there's pulleys, and all the roads have been constructed into waterways.
I just take a deep breath of fresh air that does not burn my lungs. And is anyone that I know near me, or
Oh yeah, you see all of the heroes right next to you on the land.
I immediately hug Penelope because Avernus is not a happy place.
Welcome back.
Are you alright?
The war still continues. And I am literally, my back is literally porcupined in arrows. I even have some in my leg.
I will start removing those and prestidigitating away anything I can.
Orkira.
So does just Penelope get a hug, or
I hug Briv.
Oh.
Do you wrap your arms around the arrows and then your
Around the
back?
spiky arrow.
oh, let me get that for thee.
Thank you.
It's always good to pull them sideways.
And
Where
thank you for the prestidigitation as well.
Are you hurt, or was that already taken care of and that's all aesthetic? Where'd you go?
The pain that I have sustained has been taken by a 10-year-old girl, a priestess. She took all my pain. It is a long story, and I will tell you over dinner. Why is there boats?
Well, it seemed like a good idea at the time. The city was only half raised out of the water, so they're just kind of taking advantage of it.
Are they rebuilding the statue
I
of you?
We had asked them, Penelope, hadn't you asked them to not build it of Briv, but to build it of like themselves, or to build it of you or something else, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to tell what they're building just yet.
It's a
tis
surprise.
obviously mine, big toe. Dost thou see?
Is it like yellow and cracked, or
Badly in need of a pedicure.
Because it's made out of stone. Mine real one is pristine.
At the earliest convenience, I will, not immediately, but I will take a boat trip over there and put this two-headed Averyn coin underneath the foundation of the heel. He tells me
what?
the two-headed Averyn coin that he flipped and
Yeah.
fell with, I will put it in the foundation underneath the heel.
Of the statue.
That sounds great. I can't wait for this one to wake up.
We have a
Okay.
collection.
Nothing will go wrong.
Bury the coins. I am burying this one in a place that it cannot possibly get out ever again.
You slip it,
what they
but
all
you see
say.
there's a little bit of a gap between the foot and the foundation, and you just like flick it so it just slides out of reach of anyone.
And I say to myself, tails, and I walk away.
When he comes back, I'll ask Briv,
Weren't you taking care of the Pegasus that Keen was hanging out with?
Well, we were here for a long time and we had to eat something because all the other
What?
horses.
It's over there.
No, I'm saying I am saying that his Pegasus is still okay, but we had to eat a few of them.
Oh my god.
I can create food and water every single day.
No,
Why would you even ask? Why would you do that?
Something I wish that thou wert have told me yesterday.
I told you several days ago and yesterday. I can do that now.
About 6 times.
Yes.
Tis very,
yesterday.
very, very bland from the spell. I
Penelope
do not like
is-
Behind
artificial
him,
food.
you see a host of Pegasi skeletons and wings.
Oh no.
They were cooked first.
I mean, that's what I served to everyone the last 3 nights. I thought that. Hast thou
I'm
never
so
eaten
glad
Pegasus?
I'm a vegetarian, but also, how dare you?
Damn, I what? Cook food?
Cook Pegasus. Pegasuses?
Pegasi.
So we were
Pegasi,
going
yeah.
to starve.
Well, how would you
No.
feel if we
No.
ate Spiral, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, if I was about to starve or eat Spiral, I probably would eat Spiral, to be quite honest.
Hey, Briv. next-
Spiral, you know this. If Spiral was starving, he would try to eat me.
Mm-hmm.
See?
Before anybody eats anyone else, come to me. I can create 45 pounds of food and water.
Listen, 45 pounds, first of all, is not enough. Second of all, it is artificial and it tastes like rubber.
But I can keep making it happen. And once you eat Spiral, you don't have Spiral anymore.
Canst thou
I can
create
prestidigitate it
spices
to
and
make it-
seasoning?
I can, yes.
Something
Together
that I
we
wish
can
thou
make a
would have
fan-
told me yesterday.
Briv, you've known this for the last however many years. This is
How many-
not new information.
Thou
How many
dost think-
centuries have we been doing this now?
Thou thinkest that I listen when thou dost talk.
Yes.
Oh no.
I
Okay.
thought you
Occasionally I
were
do.
my friend and you listened to me.
I am thine friend. What does me eating some delicious meat have to do with being thine friend?
Listening to me.
Listening to what?
Keen, you want to tell us where you were? What's going on?
Where's my Pegasus?
Oh, I saved yours because it was named and it felt wrong.
I name all the other Pegasuses.
I think it's Pegasi, actually.
And Penelope is standing defensively in front of Mr. Adventure Guy.
Oh, I would not eat Mr. Adventure Guy unless it was the last choice before Spiral.
Alyndra, have you named your dragon yet? You
Mr.
might want
Adventure
to
Guy
at
just
now.
I mean, we
falls on
don't
the
have
ground
gardens
and
here.
puts his paws over his eyes and whimpers.
Listen, it's not like we had plant life. We're in the middle of the ocean. We all almost died. Apparently, we hung out here for like a week before they even stabilized the place.
Can I put a hamburger bun on top of Flo?
Flo is not an animal. Flo is a sentient creature.
So are Pegasi.
Are they? I wish they would have told me that yesterday.
So,
There's like a whole continent like right over there. Weren't we there while this was happening? I'm assuming we didn't just float around in the water for a week. Or did we? I don't know.
Thou didst
My
go to the other
intelligence is 8.
continent?
You
I
were-
wish
you
thou
were-
would have told me that
You were with
yesterday.
You were with the rest of the refugees. They had formed almost like a boat city.
so we would have had like other things to eat. It would have been fine. Yes. Well, I'm glad you're back, Keen. There's your Pegasus. Go have fun.
Keen, you may not be 100% sure that you left.
I am still in Avernus.
So how long were you there for? Because you were gone for a week here, but, you know.
There's no passage of days there. We did not stop moving. One moment it was inside of a large war machine, the next was walking across the desolation, the next was choosing which horrible cavern to go down to figure out how to get this girl to her hell riders.
Do I know?
Hellish.
Do I know anything about Ilmater?
I don't think that you do. Penelope Halfpint does. Because she spent a lot of time in Avernus.
Oh.
Yeah. She still has some deep Avernus knowledge about that area.
Well, I'm glad you're back. We're helping them rebuild, and then we got to figure out what to do next.
I am very happy to be back as well. How can we help with the rebuilding process?
Well, I'm just going to keep creating food and water so that Briv doesn't eat any more Pegasus.
Without using game terms, I wonder to myself, I know that Pegasus can communicate. Is my Pegasus smarter than Briv?
Ooh.
At this point, Briv is not dumb. He is not dumb.
Someone's hurt.
At this point in time, just for the purpose of the DM, we'll try to separate player knowledge. I'm actually slipping more gold than I could easily fit in my hand to someone in the crowd at this point in time too. And I'm doing my best not to laugh.
All right. You are attempting not to laugh while you're handing
Just
gold
saying,
to someone?
it's probably going to be really hard for Briv not to laugh, to be honest.
So I'm going to assume I notice this then.
I mean, probably everybody notices he's not
Yeah.
very good at like hiding that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and your passive is 3
The main
billion.
reason I'm saying it, out loud here.
All right. The DM will let you know that Briv Steelmarrow and a Pegasus have equal intelligence. They both have an intelligence of 10.
God, a Pegasus is smarter than I am.
Well, at least you didn't get eaten, so maybe.
Yeah, if Orkira is not as smart as Briv,
No,
why does
I would.
everybody always think Briv's dumb?
Wow, I'm dumber than Briv.
Because we judge Briv on his actions.
Man, one day there's just gonna be a pair of Dragonborn wings.
How smart is Mr. Adventure Guy? Now, I always knew that Briv was smarter than me, but now I'm a little
They're
concerned.
Not nearly as smart, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that's
I
gonna.
believe the owlbears are.
Yeah, they're okay.
Okay.
They're
all
just
right.
okay. They're not. Yeah.
All right. Orkira actually doesn't care. Lauren does.
Well,
And Briv is continuing to stifle laughter.
Briv, what are you doing? I'll just ask. We're all watching you do it.
Oh, nothing. Nothing to see here. Nothing at all.
The crowd it's really thick with refugees and this makeshift marketplace. So it's almost uncomfortable, like how close everyone is walking around you. You're just in a sea of people who are returning home at this moment. There are several shops opening up, makeshift marketplaces selling all kinds of meats, whatever's left over from the Pegasi that were murdered by Briv Steelmarrow, and beads and all kinds of other things. Like the economy of Steelmarrow is starting up again.
Is Briv still their leader?
Not really. Not after.
Why?
Well, it was kind of the fact that, as PR goes, the fact that a giant steel version of you started attacking the entire island, it's kind of at a tenuous, situation. Like, they're considering going back to the council might be the best choice after the attack.
That is not unwise.
An idol that looks like you tried to destroy everyone. So...
Not my fault.
Yeah. Well, just not what you want. Not what you want as a leader.
Well, if we're done here, I can take us back to Hooperduke. We can try to get through the portal that was there to go back to Faerun, and then Briv can go see his family.
Well, wasn't there gonna be some adventuring here?
Yes,
my hope.
we had something to do here.
There was another island that we haven't explored.
Okay.
Orkira Eldrux, any perception check?
Sure. Perception. That's a 27.
Wow.
So 27.
I rolled an 18.
Single second, and you see a familiar figure about 60 feet away. Pale, thin, gray hair. And he smiles. And he just points to Penelope Half-Pint.
And I stand in front
Die.
of Penelope. Ah! What?
He fingers of death Penelope Half-Pint. You're dead.
Counterspell. What?
You didn't see him. Or
Oh,
Kira did.
I have a.
I'm going
okay.
to...
Okay.
I'm going to point at Killian and say, he's here! And then dive on top of Penelope and revivify immediately.
Okay.
Yeah, I got the diamonds. I'm just gonna do it.
Okay. Tell me about Revivify.
Tell me about panicked revivify. She points to Killian and just says, he's here! And then grabs one of the diamonds out of her bag. Her hands light up with fire. She kneels down next to Penelope. She's gonna... You'll watch as what it looks like as she just crushes them in her hand and sprays them all over Penelope's body. She puts her hands on your chest, and it's an action, and it's... Yeah. You come back to life with 1 hit point.
What's everyone else doing? How's everyone else reacting? You just see her
Briv
body
is rushing toward whoever this person is.
Okay. You didn't see who the person was, but you saw where she pointed, and you're rushing through the crowd, and it's thick. Like, you are just having to, like, grab people, push them out of the way, push them out of the way.
I see that there's that many people, and I jump on the back of my Pegasus and get a better view from the top. I don't know who's in that crowd.
Okay. You're looking around.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I use Griff overhead.
Okay, you've got Griff flying overhead at this exact moment. Go
Briv is fast like a freak too.
Yeah. Go and roll perception checks. All of you, Penelope Half-Pint, you wake up from the dead.
What just happened and why?
And Mr. Adventure Guy is like licking you on the side of the hair, and your whole hair is now matted and salivated.
I don't know why. That was Killian. I don't know why he did that. Give me a second.
And I will panicked 4th level cure wounds you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, like if I've got that second action, that's the next thing I'm doing. God, my hands are shaking. This just happened.
I'm so grateful for you.
I think Orkira thinks right now that she's the reason this is happening. You get 15, 28 hit points back.
Thank you.
What were everyone else's perception checks? Thank you.
8.
Yeah,
30,
I got
20.
Yep. Something's bothering you about the crowd as you're looking through Griff's eyes, but you don't see the figure that you've had Orkira Eldrux describe to you again. You don't see someone who seems or appears to even look like a spellcaster, but something's off.
Do we have the telepathic bond up?
Probably not. I would say
No.
You gotta let me. Yeah, a week had gone by, so it's one of those things like you'd announce ahead of time. You weren't really in action. Yeah. I mean, unless you all really like to be psychically connected
I mean,
24/7.
I generally do because of because us.
Briv would not be psychically connected at this point because the prank that he just pulled would have been found out too easily. So
Okay.
he was not connected.
And I just returned.
And I just died.
That's
Can
all
we
true.
please get a gif of that?
Is Penelope the only one and Mr. Adventure Guy nearby me, or is everybody else?
Everyone's
Gone
just
I'm
spread out.
I'm still nearby.
Okay.
Ish.
You're just
Okay,
looking through Griff.
Because I'm looking through Griff.
Yeah, you get there and you feel like you got to the point, Briv, exactly wherever that figure should be, and there's no one there. And the entire crowd is looking at you like you're crazy.
Is there room is there room within the crowd, because I am literally about to just swing my sword?
There's enough room, yeah. Everyone
Okay.
kind of like was startled by the fact that you were doing that.
I'm still going to take whatever that hole is and basically sweep my weapon across the space.
Okay, everyone's
if I-
backing up as you're doing so, looking at you like maybe you have lost your mind. What are you doing, Keen? You're just observing from high up on the Pegasus?
Have I found the target?
No, you don't see a target.
I can't do anything until I have eyes on something. Do I see Briv
Yep, you see Briv swinging his greatsword around in a circle
at nothing?
at nothing.
I continue to look for something.
And you got a perception of 11? Okay.
Now that Penelope's at least not dead or at 1 hit point, can I take a quick look around again? Because I know I've described this person to my friends, but I think besides Keen, I'm the only person who's seen this person before.
Yeah, absolutely,
Okay.
you can.
Because I know, so like I'm still.
Did I scry into that room?
I don't believe you scried into that room while he was in it.
Okay.
Okay, that's a 26.
Okay, yeah, you're looking. He is not in that crowd at all. He is not visible.
I don't see him, but there's a lot of people around.
And as I stand up, I'm going to cast Death Ward on Penelope, and then I'll walk over to Alyndra, and I will cast Death Ward on her. And I'll say,
I don't know why. I don't know how he would have followed us here, and I don't know why he would have attacked any of you. I don't understand any of that.
We only got here because of Adrian.
Can you tell me? Can I find out what he looks like from your mind? Can I? Oh, it can only go on me, can't it? Darn. Okay, never mind.
I mean, I could describe him to you again if you know how to just. I don't think I have any way of like showing you.
No. So I have encode thoughts, but I can only cast it on myself, which would allow me to share a thought.
Are we in like
image with you.
round time at this point in time?
No,
or is
you
there
are
some-
not. You are not. It just happened, and nothing else has happened since.
once I've cast Death Ward on the two of them, if I don't see them, I'm going to call to Keen and Briv, and I'm going to say,
Would you come back? Would you come back? Because if he does that again,
Does it still? So Todd, I'm trying to understand though. Like,
Yep.
So there's like a crowd of people, like just a ton of people here,
Yep.
and there was an opening where I made it to though.
Yeah, absolutely. There was.
Okay, so then if we're not doing turns at this point in time, then I'm going to just focus on that area and cast Dispel Magic where I am
Okay. All right.
and see if that works.
You cast a spell magic in that particular area.
Because I'm
and-
assuming if there's a spot there, he's like invisible or something else is going on.
No, yeah, absolutely. Let's see. You cast a spell magic and nothing appears.
Okay.
we should get out of the crowd, and we should prepare. I don't know. I don't even know what to prepare for.
Everyone should return to their homes. I am no longer thine leader, but if thou dost not listen to me, thou art probably going to die.
Yes, everybody go to your homes. Please, be safe.
All right. Give me a persuasion check.
Me or her?
You with the help action for Penelope half
Yes. Way to go, Penelope. Well, that was good. I have the help action. Oh, wow. That was amazing. So I rolled a 1 on the first one. I rolled a 20 on the second one. 28.
Hey.
I'm gonna grab a screenshot of that. I love that one.
Awesome. Everyone just clears out because you've been swinging a great sword left and right. And everyone was already a little freaked out. So it's a little bit persuasion, a little bit intimidation. And then when Penelope like kind of slaps the extra, yeah, you should all go home. Everyone just like disperses because they saw her like literally summon a tidal wave to hit another tidal wave. And everyone starts running to their homes.
I'm going to stand up and I'm just going to call out in the direction that Killian was in. I'm going to say, why? Why? Why?
Yeah, why?
Because I'm assuming he's still around for some reason. And so she's just calling out to him.
I mean, it's just an inconvenience. Penelope's fine.
Thanks, Briv.
I'm going to lay on hands if she's not healed at this point in time, by the way. You're
She's
fine,
healed, but
right?
I only gave her, yeah. She
Thou art
probably is
fine, right, Penelope? And Briv's like rustling her hair. Thou art fine?
I'm okay.
Kira, do you have any images of Killian? Anything that belonged to Killian?
I don't think I've got anything that belongs to him because I thought that because we looked for the red gem but we couldn't find it. No, not that I know of. I mean, I know what he looks like, but I can describe him to you. I don't have any way to like. I'm not that much of an artist.
Can give it a shot. I will cast scrying. I have the worst possible setup for this.
Okay.
To do it because I have no additional
What do you have, like a
to
minus
help
10, right?
He gets a +5 to his save.
Okay. And what's
It's
the
a
save?
wisdom 16.
Wisdom 16.
Have you foreseen this? I feel like you have.
I have not rolled my portents yet today. I can try that. We'll see. My portents are... Thank you for the reminder.
Yeah, I don't even have like minor image or anything, so I don't know any way I can show.
15 and 13.
Well, you roll, and what's the DC?
Wisdom 16, I think is what I said.
Yeah. So at best,
it's
you're getting an
+5.
18. Yeah, and he
That's
he
what I
rolled a
figured.
14.
That's
And a
what
total
I
of 15.
figured.
So you feel like you're honing in on where exactly he is, but it fails. The magic fails you. Oh yeah,
And most of the
everyone's
people
running.
cleared out by now? Okay.
You have no true seeing, nothing like that.
No, I can see through invisibility, but that's about it.
I mean, I could try to scry on him, but
I can see into the ethereal plane too. But that's it.
I am simply watching. They are watching the land. I am watching the water. I am watching to see the water disrupted in a place that there is not a thing.
Okay, you are watching the water very closely.
And I'm watching from the sky.
And as you are flying around, at that exact moment, you see a bright flash from inside one of the buildings. And you see a fireball erupt out.
There! Jump! Look out!
how far away is this building?
Oh, it's only like it's only about I would say about 120 feet away.
And it erupted from inside the building?
Yes.
We have to go.
Yeah.
Well, it's a fireball heading for you right now. Does anyone want to take any actions, any reactions?
Oh, I thought the
Yes.
fireball
Yes,
went
I'll
off in the building. I'm
no,
sorry.
sorry.
I'll counterspell.
Okay. Tell me about counterspell. What do you need to do?
What do I need to see him?
While that's happening, I will pull up to avoid the fireball and then land on the building's roof, if I may.
Okay. You are heading to the roof at this moment.
If the spell is 3rd level or lower, the spell will fail. If it's higher than that, I need to make an ability check.
Okay. Give me an ability check. What do you need to do?
Okay, I need to clear DC 10 plus the spell's level using my spellcasting ability. So
Penelope and Mr. Adventure Guy jump in the water.
Okay.
I'm trying to see where it came from, and so if it's directed at me, I'm just...
You can definitely see where it came from.
Okay.
Yeah, you see the fireball almost moving towards you in slow motion at this moment.
Okay.
So it's
Alyndra?
15. So if it's a 5th level spell or below, I've got it.
Nope.
If there's anyone else around me, I will do my best to protect them from this fireball, but then as soon as I can, I am dashing towards where it would have come from.
Okay.
Yeah, are there any bystanders still there?
No, most of them run off. Thanks to, I mean, you got a 20. So everyone is just out.
Okay.
All right. I need dexterity saving throws from everyone. It's a DC of 19. That does not include Keen. Keen is exempt.
What about Penelope and Mr. Adventure Guy being in the water?
That was what they said they were doing. The fireball already happened. I was checking for people's reactions, so that's not going to prevent it.
Okay. I got 7.
Are we close to Briv?
You are close enough to Briv.
21
What did we get with that?
+4.
plus 4.
18.
All right. Did you beat a 19? Everyone needs to be a 19.
Nope.
I beat a 19.
All right. Everyone who didn't beat a 19 takes 42 points of fire damage as this fire like strikes right in the center of you. Surrounding Orkira Eldrex, everyone who saved takes only 21 points of damage.
I will. Oh shoot! I used a reaction already. Darn it.
I will take half of that because I'm resistant and I'm flying straight towards where it came from.
Okay.
Penelope is floating in the water, dead.
Wait, what was the total at half, Todd? Sorry.
Total of half was 21 points of damage.
I only had 28 points.
The boats that are in the water with her also are on fire, and Penelope
You only
dead
That was
in
all I
water.
gave her. I thought Briv had done some more healing. If that's the case, then...
Death ward on her, did you not?
If death
Oh,
ward-
yeah.
Oh, yes! Yes! Thank you! Yes, you have 1 hit point!
Oh
All
my
right.
god, what a day.
Keen
I'm
saving the day.
Thank you, Keen. So I start to fly towards wherever this came from. I see that happen to Penelope. I hear Keen shout out something about a death ward, and so I see that she's okay. I'm 50. I have 50 feet of flying speed. I want to be where this thing happened. Where is it?
Okay, you are flying
Yeah.
as fast as you can.
Yeah.
You see him inside the building
I tackle
as you're
him.
flying.
I just
At
barrel
50
right
feet,
in-
he's 100 feet away. Are you...
I am continuing to fly and move and double dash and anything that I need to do. I want to
Yeah.
be in his face, and then I want to tackle him physically.
Okay, you can get to him. You can't necessarily do a tackle because you're doing the dash action. So
Okay.
Yep. But you are right in his face at this
What,
moment.
are we in initiative?
Yeah, we
at
are
this
now.
point?
Oh,
We
no,
are definitely
are.
now. So go ahead and roll.
this.
That's a natural 20! It's my first natural 20 in forever. Yeah, I will take it.
All right, shove it into chat. He got a 20 total.
I got a 21. 'cause
Oh,
I'm
we're
a
giving away
+1.
some legendary bundles today.
Yeah. Oh, sheesh. Okay.
You wake up from being dead again momentarily, Penelope Halfpint, and you are singed and floating with your back in the water, just staring.
Penelope, what'd you get for your initiative?
5.
Okay, and Alyndra
That checks out.
7.
and Briv
Sorry, it was like 13. Yeah.
And Keen.
19.
So I still go first. For
All
once.
right.
For once, I still go. I would like to commence with the tackling. I want him on the ground. I want to be in his face so that he can't see anything. And I'm going to go, why?
Make an attack roll to hit him. You're physically attacking.
The idea was that my momentum and I would just barrel into him because I'm hoping that I'm still at least just bigger than he is.
Yeah, I still need an attack roll.
You want like an athletics or you want like an acrobatics check or something, or because I'm not actually attacking him.
You gotta hit him.
Okay.
You gotta hit him.
Okay.
Yeah.
13.
No.
Okay. I am still directly in his face though, and I've like grabbed hold of him and plowed into him, and I can't knock him over. I'm gonna go, why?
And that's your action?
Well, if tackling him isn't my action.
I really apologize about all of this.
I don't want your apologies. I want answers.
Well, I go from world to world making sure certain things happened, and then of course I saw you and your friends. It's unusual that you decided to show up at this exact moment.
And so you decided to just start killing people.
Yes.
Why?
You're a threat.
To who?
Not really a threat to me. But there are things that need to happen here in Theros, and you're going to be an issue.
To who? To what? For what?
I'm not going to tell you.
Zone of truth if I still have an action.
All right. Next person in the initiative. Sorry, I need to open chat.
That would be Killian.
That would be Killian. Okay, that's not good. Okay.
I'm in his face, so if he tries to cast a spell, I will slash at him with my claws, I guess, as a reaction. Or warding flare or something.
I would do something other than that. But, okay. Mental note. He is casting a spell.
Okay, if I get a reaction to him cast, like what kind of spell? Because if it's a ranged attack, then I should be able to get a melee reaction against him.
So you're basically in this building with him.
Okay.
You're not entirely sure what spell he's casting.
You're just talking about an opportunity attack because of a spell cast, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why she wanted to get in his face.
Yeah,
because I don't have counterspell.
All right, you can get an opportunity.
Apparently, neither do I.
Yeah, you can get an opportunity attack at this moment.
Okay.
He like reaches past you and like puts his hand against the wall.
All right.
Okay.
I'll reach out with my claws. 17.
Okay, 17 hits.
Okay.
How much damage do your claws do?
3 points of slashing damage, and hopefully I disrupt his spellcasting.
You rake him against the face with your claws, I assume.
Actually, I think what she would try to do is, if he's gonna reach past me with his hand, she's gonna mom slap the hand with her claws, and so like rake him across the forearm, be like, "Stop it!"
Yeah, he maintains his concentration. What is everyone else doing at this moment? We've got up next. I apologize. I'm having to move through windows. King Deapreth, what are you doing? You're actually right on top of the building.
I would like to swing down through the window that I saw him in. And
okay, you're crashing through the window, not through the door. Okay.
Whatever the opening was.
No, you said window. Yeah, there's a window.
That's perfect. In fact, I would like that if it puts me in a different position. I would like to flank him if possible. And crash through and attack viciously.
All right, so we're making attack rolls. Give me one athletics check. I just want to make sure you didn't get like a 1.
17
You're
total.
fine. You just like you jump off your steed, you grab the awning of the building, and you just slide through the window as the glass crashes around you.
As I land, I roll, and as I roll, I punch out of the roll and summon my glaive to my hand. In the air is when I strike. The lowest armor class that I hit is 16.
Okay.
Does that hit?
It hits. 16 is going to hit.
Very well. Then the attacks are 16, 20, 17. Those are that 20 is a natural 20.
Oh, no.
All right.
Yeah.
The damage, the physical damage alone is, sorry, there's a weird extra set of damage that I have to do. There it is. It is 16. The 20 ends up, I rolled max damage for the first time on a 20. It is 30 points of damage on its own. So that is 46 points of damage. And then the butt attack is 5 more points of damage. I will give you this the green blade damage shortly.
Okay.
I am striking as much as I can to keep him shut up, but I am attacking his back if he is facing Orkira. So I'll do what I can to keep him off balance and unable to cast, and I understand casting well.
Okay. And what was the total for damage again?
52 points of damage physical, and I haven't given you the magic damage yet.
Okay. Whew. A lot of base on the mythic dice.
Yeah.
It's like
You can
tunk,
adjust the sound.
No.
No, I'm not. It's like I dropped one of my
Just a
dumbbells
little.
onto this computer screen.
It is awesome.
It's awesome, but I do
It
have
is
mine.
awesome.
I have mine turned down a little bit for
Just
that
a
reason.
little bit, yeah. You want the but you want
I'm still rolling.
It is just funny to watch you like click, 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 and then all of a sudden we just hear.
I have new sounds going on with mine because I have an unreleased dice set.
oh, special.
I'm Adam Bradford. I'm the
Such a
VP of
tease.
Tabletop.
Wait, what's the new sound?
What?
What's the new sound?
Can you just kill Killian, please?
Oh, sorry. 27 points of green flame blade damage, and that is necrotic damage because I am in my autumn.
Mm.
And
How
just
much?
27 points of burning damage, necrotic damage, and it sounds like this.
So we've got 27 points of fire necrotic damage, you said. So it's just sizzling into his skin, and you see like part of his face just kind of wither and blacken at this moment. And your physical damage, you were slashing into him, and that damage was a total of what?
52.
52. And you're just like slashing into his body at this exact same moment.
I will choose his jaw over his neck over his hands, and his hands over his biceps. I want him to not be able to cast. So whatever causes that is what I'm aiming for. If I can't hit those, I will make him prone if possible, cutting him to the ground.
Okay. Yeah, you just slash into him, and he's watching you do it, and he kind of grins as the flames hit, the necrotic flames hit his body and withers the left side of him, and he just kind of regards you calmly. It's nice to meet you finally, Keen Deapreth. I'm a huge fan.
What? Why won't you die? And I continue to cut.
All right. You continue to cut, and now we are on
No, we're on Briv.
Briv, what are you doing?
I'm trying to get into the building as well.
Okay.
My speed's 40. If I can get, how far can I get?
You can get 80 feet there. You can get right about to the door. But you're not in the room.
Okay, if that's the case, then I am going to instead.
But your aura is now surrounding Orkira and TJ. I mean,
Well,
I mean,
I'm
Keen
going to
did.
do something a little different. I'm not going to take the dash action. Then I'm going to cast the haste spell, which will have the same effect, but then I'm going to be concentrating on that going
Okay.
forward. But yeah, I'll get there and try to take a defensive stance around. Well, actually, let's see. Well, let me just make sure. So my speed doubles.
Yeah.
So you're saying that would get me there.
Yeah.
Is that correct? And then
Absolutely.
I do get one extra attack to take the attack action, one weapon attack.
Does
So
that
I
happen
would-
the moment you cast haste?
It happens. It just says until the spell. So you cast it as an action until the spell ends. Speed is doubled. Gains a +2 to AC. Has advantage on Dex saving throws. Gains an additional action on each of its turns. So I would assume that the turn that you cast it in would count for that.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Okay.
All right. That is a 23 to hit.
That hits.
I'm going to go ahead and smite there. I need to re-roll one of those. Great Weapon Master. So let's see. That's 10 plus. I'm going to smite with a first level spell slot at this point. So that is going to be 14 more points of damage. So 24 points of damage with that single attack.
How do you want to kill him?
So after I see everyone attacking here, I just rush forward with Arsenal in its greatsword configuration, and I see that Keen has been working. I see Orkira uncharacteristically is up in melee range, right in this person's face, and I'm just going to simply kind of do the diagonal. So I'm coming down, I want to come in at the shoulder and cut through and get as far down into the sternum and rib cage as I can.
He turns to you. I guess it's time to die. And the blade just slices right through his, exactly as you described, through his shoulder all the way to his sternum, and then kind of locks up. You feel it hit his spine. And the blood starts pouring out of him. And he's still just staring at you. And then he begins to melt. He turns slowly into a pile of snow, roughly in the shape of his humanoid form, and it melts to the ground, much as you saw Orkira Eldritch melt.
I'm immediately looking for another one.
The water pools, and there's several there's boots, there's a cloak, a book, a dagger, but the rest of him has disappeared.
Can I get there yet?
Yeah, you're there. You're out of combat.
I want to look at that book.
Okay. You're inspecting the book?
There might be another one. There might be another one. There might be another one nearby.
And I'm looking for more.
Penelope would like to grab Mr. Venture Guy and run up to everyone. And since she sees that Orkira is completely dealing with that right now, she's going to let out a mass of green energy as she casts Mass Cure Wounds on everyone.
What exactly are you doing with the book, Alyndra?
I will pick it up with a mage hand. I don't want to open it until I can actually give it a solid investigation, because it very well could be trapped and cursed, and we don't have time to do an investigation on this stuff right now. So I
need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw. As the magic hand grabs the book, it explodes in a dark wave of energy that encompasses everyone within range.
17 points of healing to everybody.
Yeah, that's good, because I just rolled a 5.
rolled a 2.
+4 though.
Yeah,
I
you got
rolled a
+4.
6. So it's an 8 total.
You said Constitution, Todd?
Yep, Constitution saving throw.
4 is 24.
All right.
22.
Everyone who failed takes 54 points of necrotic damage. Everyone who succeeded takes half.
As a reaction, I absorb elements.
It's necrotic. You can't absorb necrotic energy.
Sorry, how much is half? What?
Half is, how do I do that math in my brain? I'm not
Or
good
just
at
how
it.
much is full?
Full is 54.
54. Okay.
Who's still alive?
I am. But
Oh no.
ouch.
Penelope died again.
No, that's okay. That's okay. Are you okay? But you're on death saving throws, right?
Yes.
Okay. You go down, and I'm going to, for the second time, kneel over you, and I'm gonna go, nope, not again. I'm gonna cast Heal on Penelope. You get 70 hit points back.
Holy cow.
That's my 6th level. I'm done with this. And then I'm going to call out as I'm getting up and getting ready to do more healing. That was another one like me. There might be more. We need to be prepared for another one. And I will just start healing people as I can.
Is
Sorry,
it worth
if
me
I
just casting
succeeded,
that?
What? How much damage if I succeeded?
If you succeeded, it was half of 54.
54 divided
That
by
math is hard.
I know.
27, I think. Right?
27, that's correct.
Yeah.
Alyndra still has a death ward. Keen and Briv, how you two doing?
You see Briv start to massage his pecs. He says,
Okay.
I am just fine. And I'm going to lay on hands.
Keen?
On your own pecs?
Yes.
I'm fine.
How are you?
He just holy energy pours into his pecs.
Tend Penelope first, and then if you have anything left, I will accept it.
Oh yeah, Penelope's tended to.
Mhm. She's good.
Yeah. I'm sick of her going
She's got a
down
little-
over. Yeah.
Penelope's like jacked up.
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's do this.
I don't want to do that anymore. So how bad do you look?
Down third.
Okay.
I'm going to go up to Keen, and I have 7 points of lay on hands left. And I'm just going to stay in the game, Keen, and slap him on his rear and lay on hands for 7 points.
Okay.
You
But
get a
if I
whole
see
7 points of damage. Your right butt cheek heals. But not the left one. And now it feels weird.
I'll get your left butt cheek in a minute. And I see that do that, and so I'll cure wounds on Alyndra.
Thank you.
I'll grab a second level, so that's 13 back to you to try to get you going, and then because she
I
heals
am
Penelope and
bleeding
then-
heavily.
Okay.
Yeah. Alyndra is going to cast Mordenkainen's private sanctum and give us a place to recover safely
Not inside
Where-
this room. Correct.
where people cannot get in and attack us.
Okay, so you are leaving this room.
Yes, I think we should.
We should, but there's still stuff,
The
and
way that the cosmos just acted, I think that I'm going to leave first from this room.
You know, I can make this whole area secure and we can turn this into the sanctum. That's fine.
where
So-
are?
You're in someone's former home. Like
I am not going to
former
stay in a hidey hole while there's danger out there.
I think the danger's in here.
We killed the danger.
I
We
go
killed.
to my Pegasus and have a talk explaining what just happened. He does not know.
You're
We-
talking to the Pegasus?
It understands the ancient tongue, and it speaks better English than many of us.
Okay.
Which ones of us? Which ones of us? If
It is-
Briv sees him talking to the Pegasus, he's going to still continue to snicker about that.
Damn. Damn. It's at this moment this flying overhead.
I ask, what does that mean? Are they free?
And it looks like all the Pegasus from last time.
Maybe your Pegasus was pregnant and had babies while thou wert in this room.
I turn to the Pegasus. Do you see what I deal with on a daily basis? Do you understand? This type of humor every day, all day.
Thou should have seen thine faces. Thou thoughtest I ate all of the Pegasi. I eat so much food, but I could never eat all of them. I don't kill things that talk to me.
You see? And
I mean, unless they say mean things, and then I kill them.
The Pegasus just kind of like tilts its head at you,
Utter.
like,
Cube.
What did thou say, Alyndra?
Nothing.
I'm just simply saying that the look on thine faces was priceless. I mean, it cost me like 60 gold actually to have that man plant the, wing bones are hard to come by the way. It took me like at least the last 4 days to even find those, but he planted them just perfectly, and all of it was priceless.
what's everyone else doing in the room with the puddle of water? Has everyone left the room?
No. There's still stuff here that we haven't touched that is probably dangerous.
Why do we keep touching dangerous things?
That's a good question, but also we can't leave it here because someone will come back to their house and it's probably more dangerous stuff. Also,
Just put it in the bag. Like, don't touch it. Just kind of fork it over with thine weapons into the bag, and then we'll like.
Briv, as soon
Throw
as
it out in the-
anything touched the book, it exploded. So can I cast the Private Sanctum on this space and start doing Identify on the items?
You can cast Private Sanctum on this space.
Okay.
you sense evil?
I thought that this wizard was still out there. Why are we hiding in this home?
because we don't know what's going on and I still need to heal you and
Oh,
there's a
I
lot-
am fine. I'm not worried about
Alyndra
myself.
pops a dislocated shoulder back into place.
Yeah. And I'm running out of ways
I
of
should have
healing people.
touched thine shoulder instead of Briv's, or Briv. I'm sorry. I like talking about myself. Keen's buttocks.
Also, when she is the book still there?
Yeah, the book's still there on the ground.
Okay.
Wait, I thought it exploded.
Yeah, it exploded with necrotic energy, but it did not explode.
Did it explode in the I wasn't there, never mind. I was gonna ask a question that Orkira has no idea she wasn't there for. So you said there's a book, there's boots. What else was dropped by the simulacrum?
There was a dagger,
There's a dagger.
a cloak.
Okay. Yeah, we need to do something about all of this.
Can you check for evil?
Can I do that today? Hey, Briv, can you? Oh no, that's not a.
Listen, Freely used to skirt about the rules and just do this completely willy-nilly. And I think that he was just making it up that this was a paladin ability. But I can definitely, but it's not going to just detect someone who's just like an evil guy out there. But I can try if thou wishest me to do so.
All right. Well, it would let us know if there was someone here, though, correct? There was someone
No.
hiding?
It is not sonar or whatever that would be at this stage of socioeconomic development. But yes, it does not work or function in that way.
I want to cast.
Here,
Sending.
I'm going to try it either way because I can use this so many times a day and I never do. So here we
Okay.
go. And
Okay.
my eyes start to glow. And if there happen to be any, let's see here, divine sense, I can detect good and evil, but that is very misleading because then it very specifically says
There's nothing about good or evil.
that it's celestials, fiends, or undeads within 60 feet that are not behind total cover. I think I'm in a house right now.
Yeah,
Which probably qualifies as total cover.
yeah.
So I'm going to use one of those because I never do, but it basically did nothing.
But if there was something invisible, here that was hiding and watching us,
That
Then
was an
it-
outsider of some sort. If it's just a
Precisely.
normal human or an elf or a halfling,
then
no
I
good.
could see that. And I turn on my third eye, which allows me to see anything invisible within invisible creatures within 10 feet of me that are within line of sight. So if I do a lap of the room, then I should be able to see any creatures that are invisible nearby, as long as we're not playing keep away.
You are not seeing. Go and roll me a perception check.
Okay,
on
so my
top of
passive
that.
is 21 and my active is 13.
Okay. You don't see anything in there. Briv, weirdly enough, you detect a construct.
I'm gonna take it, but does that work with constructs? I'm kind of curious.
Does it?
No, it's
I thought
just
it did.
celestials,
Fey
fiends, and
fiends,
undead.
Undead. Never
celestials.
mind. You don't detect a construct.
You don't
gonna
see
take it.
anything.
Everything is fine.
Construct.
What?
How are you?
Where does he not detect a construct?
I thought that I
I
felt.
think Keen's been
something,
spending too
but-
much time with Averin.
We all have.
Damn.
I have a feeling that something has to be here, though. So we should keep looking.
Are we? We are not inside the private sanctum. Is that correct?
We are.
Yeah.
This is not like a hut where you have to.
No. This is a 4th level spell. This is almost a fortress. So this allows us to
But things can be in here that you did not invite.
not normally, but I didn't know how it was running, so I figured we should check it anyway. But sounds can't pass through the barrier. I can pick and choose which of these I want, but sounds can't pass through the barrier. The people can't see in, including dark vision. Divination sensors can't show up inside. Creatures in the area can't be targeted by divination spells. Nothing can teleport in or out. And planar travel is blocked within the warded area.
Canst I walk out the door as normal?
If you would like.
I mean, again, we are trapped in here while there is danger out there.
Alyndra pops her other shoulder back into place.
What if I just simply take a little gander to see if the people of this fair city that is very aptly named, if it is possibly in danger? Because if that is the case, then as Penelope always likes to say, we are heroes and we have to save them.
Well, they were just blasted by a 40-foot fireball, so I think they probably have understood that they're in danger. However, we can't serve them until we know what we are up against, and we have several items here that may be able to help us in that pursuit.
I'm just simply saying I am fine. I have no shoulder or buttock issues at the moment. And splitting oneself from their group is typically a very good strategic move. And so, but I shall wait.
Remind
make
me how
sure
you fared on
everyone's
your
fine.
intelligence tests game.
I don't know what thou dost mean by that, to be honest.
Didn't you have those in school?
Hey,
The academic
What is
testing when you
school?
graduate to the second level.
School
Oh.
sounds like a horrible place.
hey, Alyndra, while we're in this place, can we cast spells outside of it?
I don't see why not.
I'm casting sending, and I'm sending to Killian.
Oh yeah. What are you saying?
That's awesome.
Because I'm assuming, because it is a creature that I'm familiar with,
Oh, intimately.
it will not be a simulacrum that I contact. It will be him.
Correct. Remember, this is a clean show.
Good thing Orkira is doesn't swear very often, and when she does, it's usually draconic.
I mean, that would be a waste of words for the sending.
That would not be the first time. Remember, intelligence of 8. Why are you trying to kill my friends? Why are you chasing us? What is it you want?
I'm not chasing you. You're in my way. I don't care about you. I very much apologize.
And then out loud, she'll say, I wish you would stop apologizing and explain things. The apology doesn't mean anything if
he's not really sorry. He's just saying it.
Huzzah.
He says we're in his way, but I don't know about what. We literally left the plane of existence he was on. I don't know how much more out of the way we could be.
Maybe he wants something here.
Ask him what he needs here.
She, she's running out of high-level spell slots.
I don't know if I'd get an answer from him. I can, but but I mean, look at Alyndra.
And you'll also notice that Orkira looks pretty rough too. The two of us look pretty hurt. So she's like,
I unless we think we're gonna get a better answer, then you're in my way and I'm sorry. Which I don't know. He just likes to apologize and do horrible things. So
Dost
Well,
thou
he
know if
wants
he's
us
here?
out.
Is he like here, or art thou connecting with him like thou dost freely on an entirely different world?
I can't tell from the spell where he is. I can't connect to anybody on any plane of existence.
Can our ultra powerful elven mage perhaps do that type of magic?
I didn't actually get to see him.
Or Kira,
So
canst
the
thou
odds
describe
are-
him? I could draw him.
I
Very good artist.
I can, and I've described him before, but if he's creating simulacrum, I might be the only one that can connect to him.
Wait, is the simulacrum? What a word. I said simulacrum. Is that close enough to what this person is for Alyndra to key in on that?
I mean,
with
that
her
was him.
magics?
That's what he looked like. That was him.
I didn't see him either.
Oh,
Oh.
I shouldn't. have
Yeah,
killed
that's
him
why.
so
If I had seen
briskly.
the simulacrum, I would have been able to do it, but I didn't.
I am sorry. Sometimes I kill things too fast without thinking.
No, and he can just point at people and say, it's time to die. That those are people who need to not be telling people to die.
Well, I think that we should try to figure out what it is he's here for and find it first.
Well, all I know is that the last time he was trying to get me to summon my god and destroy a whole bunch of people so that the Kryn would think that the Empire was attacking or something like that. I don't know why he would be doing anything here. We're not even on that plane of existence.
Obviously,
think-
he's after the statue when they rebuild it.
I think if he believes we are preventing him from doing something, perhaps the way to ask the question is if we'd like to stay out of his way, how can we best do so in the future without dying,
That's a good
rather
idea.
than directly saying what do you want?
That
find
sounds
out how to.
severely yellow-bellied to me, and I think that thou shouldst ask him if he can please come see us face to face without sending his little snowmen and let us kill him properly next time.
Briv, I will tell you that the types of magic he is using are magics I cannot fight.
I know that this is not how I die, and so I will throw myself with wild, reckless abandon at any foe before mine death. I'm just saying.
I don't know how I die. I've already died. I'd have any of you die.
I will cast Sending to Killian.
Okay. Tell me what you say.
That's my last 3rd level. I got a couple 5th level slots. Nobody die.
If you tell us what you're trying to do, instead of us just fighting, we can stay out of your way. And don't apologize unless you really mean it. You don't mean it if you...
And then that's it.
Stay on the island. Don't go anywhere. Go back to Wildmount. but don't get off the island. It's either that or you die. I don't have a problem with you. I don't care about you.
I'll relay that exact. I'll relay that exactly, and then I'll say, I don't understand because we were on the island. And we were thinking about going back to Wildmount, but that's what he wants us to do. Apparently he's trying to do something in Theros.
Oh, well, we have to stay then.
Well, I can't take us back to Wildmount today, anyway. But he wouldn't tell me what. He just said, stay on the island or go back to Wildmount, or else he's going to come after us again.
Penelope, what dost thou think?
That we should go off of this island.
I always ask thee because I always know that thou art going toward the danger.
All right. You are in the sanctum. You are secure. What is everyone doing? Are you trying to take a short or long rest? Because
I'd like to have enough time to do some healing and also identify the items we have.
okay. How are you identifying the items?
Using identify.
Okay.
If everyone is taking a long rest, I'm going to try to do that, but with a couple of hours of light activity, I would like to simply poke my head out the door and see if the town is, in a raging inferno, or if it is still safe.
No, this neighborhood is on fire, but mostly the town is, as you know, stone. So a lot of the wooden marketplace is ablaze, and that's just kind of how it's going to be, unfortunately.
But I don't care about the property. Are people in danger?
No, people are not in danger.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. People have screamed and run away, as this has been a very tense week for the people of Steel Marrow. But yeah, people are staying clear of this particular area. And as you look around, you can kind of feel the barrier of the sanctum protecting you as you're looking out. But there's almost like you can feel an insidiousness out there, trying to look in.
I've sat down on the ground in the sanctum and I've pulled out the Book of the Phoenix, and I'm just very, very quiet as I am praying in this moment.
Okay. So we've got Alyndra, Briv is looking around, you're praying to the Phoenix. Alyndra, you're casting Identify. What are you casting Identify on?
Well, so we have three objects?
That's correct.
Let's start with the book, since that already seems to have gone off.
Okay. There is no magic in the book. Whatever magic was there is now gone.
Oh, okay. Well, then can someone who can detect magic for me, please, on these, so I'm not wasting my time identifying things that aren't.
There is a single thing written in the book.
Magical? Okay.
It says I have 5 questions. And just that.
I'm just going to hug the book tighter. My book, not that book. I think Orkira is having, now that the immediate danger is past, she's having a panic attack.
Believe it or not, I can detect magical energies, but I am curious as to what or why we are detecting them. I mean, these objects are horrible evilness that we just touched and almost exploded everything. What am I trying to detect?
We want to know as much as we can about this enemy, and that means knowing their kinds of magic.
So I'm going to say that explosion was some sort of evocation spell, but then we want to look at the
But
other.
the damage was necrotic.
So possibly necromantic. I never said I was an expert, but I suppose I'm going to wave my hands in my best, trying to act like Alyndra way, and and detect magic, and try to sense in the area around the items there.
So you cast Detect Magic. All right. And is there any kind of saving throw for that? Or is it just like everything glows that's magical?
It's, yeah, I mean, it's pretty much everything glows that is magical, and faint aura around any that bears magic, and I learn its school of magic, if any.
Okay. All of the objects, except for the book, have abjuration cast on them.
They have magical defenses in place across all these other items except the book. The book itself, does it glow magically with the book?
The book does not glow. It has no magic left in it. And as you move with your Detect Magic, you see several of the actual bricks in the floor also are glowing with abjuration.
Okay.
All around you.
So maybe this was a good idea, I shall admit, but it looks as if there are bricks in the floor that are also glowing. So that is a new development. The other thing that I would like to point out is this book has no pictures.
So as you are looking, and everyone can see your Detect Magic spell, correct?
I don't know. I'll let them if I can. I don't know.
It's pretty much every 9 bricks interspersed per square has some sort of rune inscribed into it.
There are runes on the floor. Watch where thou art stepping. There's one right there, Orkira.
May I look at the runes?
To the left.
I'm not
you
moving.
can. You can roll an Arcana check if you want to.
I've sat down on the floor, and so when he says that, I'm just frozen on the floor.
Oh, I am sorry. Art thou
22.
praying? What art thou praying about?
Yeah, you've heard of magic like this before. This is some kind of warding rune that can trigger different spell effects. You are in a landmine. A landmine field.
I look over at Keen. He touched the wall before we killed him.
This place is booby trapped.
This is
Magical booby trapped.
this is the place inside of the mansion. Is that correct?
Yes.
At least we will be the only ones hurt if it goes off.
So maybe we
So
leave
within
and
that,
trigger it
can
on
I-
our way out?
Cast a tiny hut, and then we set everything off. We all go inside and set everything off.
It's like a magical turducken. I don't feel
Yeah.
comfortable with this.
What is
Right.
this turducken?
It's wonderful.
A hut inside of a mansion, inside of a booby trap.
It sounds almost as delicious as Pegasus.
You put an Otanuke's resilient sphere inside of a Learman's tiny hut inside of a modern
Wait, if you have told me that if I were to put the portable hole inside the bag of holding, that the universe as we know would cease to exist. So what happens if we put this hut inside this fort or whatever it's called, inside this house, inside this town, inside this world? We are very small, aren't we?
Yes.
Are we sure the entire island isn't like this?
We are going to have to figure that out because we can't just leave and let other people set these off.
Can
So
we
we start.
Can we dispel magic on them? We'll have to do them one at a time, though. Just every ninth break, that's too much. And the magic on the items is the same, correct?
Yes. It's all abjuration.
I mean, all of this is very terrible.
Activation protection?
Yes, typically it is, but this particular spell is abjuration.
So does it keep us from leaving? Is that the protection?
No, the runes themselves are classified as an abjuration spell, and but they
Is
have
the spell glyph of warding? Is that what's going on?
yes.
That's what I was asking about before. I was thinking this was the same thing that was on all the stuff that was in the
Yep.
vault.
When we had all our stuff taken away.
Yep. But Orkira wasn't there, so she didn't see any of that.
Yeah. We told you all about it, though. We
Probably.
filled you in.
Is there any way to set these off without a person touching them? Like you set it off with a mage
Yes, I
hand,
mean,
right?
Griff. I set it off with a mage hand. I could set it off with an unseen servant. I could set it off with Griff.
Does the unseen servant get a choice?
It's not a person. It's a invisible force.
Wait, I used that argument with the Pegasus, and thou didst completely lambaste me.
Briv, you went outside to check on the town, and you didn't set any of these off. And you've got detect magic for like 9 more minutes, right?
I believe that I do if I am still concentrating on it, and then I kind of think to myself, yes, I still am at least somewhat concentrating on it.
And you go outside and make sure that maybe it really is only in here that all of the runes are, and then you can lead us out, and then we'll set them off.
I mean, who knows if I might have just simply gotten lucky that I walked in the right way to walk out this door. I might set them off.
And now you can see where they are, so you can walk
What if
around.
there are other invisible rooms?
Well, then it's a good thing that you're really hard to kill.
Huzzah. Very well. I have been wanting to go outside this entire time, to be clear. Are we ready?
You go first and make sure that outside of this room is not all trapped, and then you can direct us to follow in your footsteps.
Briv's going to walk just a little while, and then he's just going to come back and... Art thou going to follow me?
Do any of us have any kind of counter runes attached to us? Do you see anything different about us?
I think that Penelope looks a tad shorter than she normally does, but other than that, everyone looks reasonably the same. I think something's wrong with Alyndra's shoulder. Kind of looks
They're
horrific.
both back in now. They're just a bit swollen.
You can
Very swollen.
in the room you can smell strong smell of cheese that has been left out on a dinner plate.
Don't.
I look and see if it's magical cheese.
Nope, cheese is not magical.
Just poisoned, Briv. Check for poison, Briv.
I am not able to check for poison until I eat it.
How's cheese or mansion cheese?
It's a lot of cheese.
But did it come with the house or did it come with the mansion?
It seems like the mansion's been abandoned.
No.
The building is abandoned that you
Wow.
cast the
Building.
spell on.
We have house inception going on. Right
We
now.
do.
So wait. So you said there's a lot of cheese, but I'm trying to understand. Is it enough cheese for Briv or like for everybody?
Is there enough cheese for Briv?
It's enough cheese for everybody. Now, as you cast Private Sanctum, that means you cast it on the building itself. So the building and the Private Sanctum are one.
It
correct?
doesn't have to be in a specific building. Like I can just cast it, but I chose to turn that space into the
This
sanctum
space that is classified as the building into that.
to protect it against magics. Yeah.
Absolutely. I need perception checks from everyone.
Do I get advantage if it's cheese related?
No.
I got a 22.
17.
11.
12.
19 and 21 passive.
Alyndra and Orkira, you see the rats coming up from the basement.
Get to the cheese before they do.
No, let's just get out of here. Briv, show us how to get out of here.
Very
Briv,
well.
please.
Very
Does this
well.
count as a short rest, Todd? We did, right?
Yes,
Can
absolutely.
we get
The
some
rats are
healing
walking towards you across the bricks.
Penelope.
Across the floor.
What?
Mage hand
I-
slap
I
those
thought you-
rats.
I
I thought
cast
you were
a
gonna
Tensor's floating disc where they're coming out.
I mean, kind
So
of they just kind of crawl over it. They're rats.
Also, I'm
Not
going to
very
ask
heavy.
before everything goes wrong, since we got a short rest, everybody roll some hit dice, please. Who needs
Yeah,
to?
that's what we're
Yeah.
trying to do that.
Yeah. And then, yeah, because I'm doing that too. And then, oh, okay, that's most of my hit dice. That's exciting. Briv, show us how to get out of here before everything
I'm
explodes.
going.
Okay.
I think that thou dost step here, and I'm just walking out the door the way that I did before. Concentrating.
All right, you are concentrating, walking out the door. The rats are moving closer and closer to all where they are sniffing around in the air looking for the cheese. You see them getting dangerously close to the several of the glyphs.
Someone take the cheese from them, because if we are going to explode, at least save it.
Penelope will pick up the cheese and throw it back towards the basement.
I need a dexterity check from Penelope. I find.
Penelope, I am so upset with thee.
You can add athletics or acrobatics to not step on anything dangerous while you're trying to do this.
That is a 13.
That's enough.
Orkira, imagine if thou wouldst have sat down to pray on one of these things.
I'm trying not to. I'm waiting for everybody to be out. I want to be last out on the hope that if any of these are fired, that I can tank some of that. So I'm like, follow Briv, follow Briv. Let's go.
All right.
I'm walking out and looking for other runes.
You are doing so. I am going to return the favor. Lauren Urban, I need
Hi.
you to roll a a percentile die.
Okay. I haven't had to do one of these on D&D Beyond before. Hold on a second. As a 94.
Why?
Because you told me to.
Okay. One of the rats walks onto one of them.
Okay.
As
Is there-
Penelope Halfpint grabs the cheese and throws it down the stairs, one of the rats touches one of the objects. I need some saving throws. I'm so sorry for this game. I apologize to everyone involved.
Including the audience.
I thought I
Because this
told you
can't
don't
be fun to see
apologize
us
unless you
suffer
really
this
mean
much.
it. I told you. Don't apologize unless you're just apologizing.
I need wisdom saving throws from everyone. Everyone is within range
Wisdom?
of Briv. Yep.
Okay.
So we get plus
23.
Plus 4.
Okay.
20 on the die!
Whoa, what?
And I just had this, well, I can't talk about that unreleased dice set.
No,
but
you
anyway,
can't.
20 on the die.
Yay,
28.
20 to die.
Okay.
Happened on that new dice set.
He got a
So-
20 on the die.
Briv, you feel the sense of fear kind of overwhelm you. Don't you have an aura?
Oh, yeah. Anybody within 10 feet of me is completely immune to the frightened condition and fear.
That's
Who's
good.
within 10 feet of Briv right now?
Well, where did he went outside, didn't he?
I was
Yeah,
walking
he was
outside.
walking outside.
But we were all supposed to be following him, like
Except
so
for
I'd hope-
Penelope Halfpint.
and me because I'd said I'm waiting for the last person in case.
I'm immune to being frightened. 'Cause I'm
You
brave.
are, because you're a halfling.
Mhm.
Orkira Eldrex, I need a wisdom saving throw. What was it?
I rolled a 17. Yeah.
Okay, everyone successfully gets out of the room. The rat hits one of the glyphs on the bricks. It goes off. Orkira, you are now frightened for 1 minute. While you're frightened, you drop whatever you are currently holding, and you must move at least 30 feet away from the glyph on which it on each of its turns.
Okay. I'm holding the Book of the Phoenix.
Oh my God.
I'll have Griff swoop in and get it.
Well, you don't know that's happening yet, so
So that drops.
this is happening.
If I'm frightened, I will fly because I'm not.
That's fair. That's fair.
I'm not.
Fly, you fools.
I might be frightened, and I might be dumb, but I'm not that dumb. So I'm gonna fly out of the room and not touch anything.
Would you
Drop-
fly over toward near Briv?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
You drop the Book of the Phoenix, and I assume that you're just going to fly either through the door or the window.
I'd go towards the door because I would be smart enough to know that I'll probably fit better flying.
Okay, you fly through, and you just bust right through. And
Okay.
you are still under the frightened condition. As you do so, you hear like an eruption of magical energy from inside the house as multiple other rats are walking in. And you just kind of see like different colored energy, like purple energy and green. And you hear the rats scream in agony, and then the entire house goes silent.
Am I still
Fear-
frightened? Am I still...
Hit all of the rats, and they start panicking and running all around the entire house.
Where's Penelope?
I made it out.
Yeah, she got out fine.
I'm gonna continue to panic and fly. Ah! And I'm just flying away until you tell me I have to stop.
Mr. Albert is out there, a little singed, but relatively okay.
It was a rat trap. All of that was a rat trap. Get it? Like a rat trap? No?
Is Orkira okay?
No one's laughing.
I have a fly speed of 50, so by the time you get that out, I'm already like 100 feet away. Flying. Panicked.
What do we do?
Will
She'll calm down eventually.
I will follow Orkira as best as I can on the Pegasus' back.
Okay. Eventually, the fear dissipates for you. Orkira, you are fine.
And I'll land. How far do I get?
You're fine. You can easily get back to everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, you're okay now.
I will sheepishly come back. I'm sorry. I don't know.
Are you all right?
You dropped your book.
I did. Are you
Should
all
we go
okay?
back in there and get
Can
it?
I send Griffin to get it?
Yes. You can send
I mean,
Griffin
I
to grab
almost
the book.
stopped concentrating, but I'm still concentrating. I could possibly walk in there. Can Griff?
Yeah,
grab the
if
book?
Griff grabs the book, isn't he gonna...
He's gonna burn.
He's gonna burn, so yeah.
What if I switch Griff to homunculus form?
That takes time. And
Okay.
I think wait,
I
homunculus?
mean, it's an
form?
hour. Yeah, you gave me
Yeah,
a
that's all-
homunculus form for Griff.
Oh, that's
Oh,
weird.
is that the clockwork one that you
What?
got?
Is a
Mhm.
homunculus.
Oh, construct form.
You
Oh,
told me
that-
it was a homunculus.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. That's true. Accurate.
But that's fine. If Briv wants to go, Briv should go.
I am
Okay.
not scared of a little fire.
That wasn't fire. That was scared. That was just scared.
No, I mean, I'm not scared of anything. I'm saying that I'm not scared of a little bit of singeing if I go get thine book.
Oh, just use a hanky or something when you pick it up.
Hanky, who do I look like I am to thee? I barely have clothing.
You know what, Briv? Sometimes you do surprise me. And you...
So he just reaches down and takes part of the front of his tabard and rips it off.
Oh,
I'll let
that
you
was
decide how
more
much.
of you than I need to be.
And then he's going to walk in and start to get the book while he's concentrating.
There's hundreds of dead rats on the floor. So most of the runes have gone off, and you're able to
Do they
position
still?
yourself to pick up the book.
Okay, that's fine. I'm going to pick up a few of them though, as long as the runes aren't.
Okay.
there.
I have concerns.
I mean, again, I don't want to have to get to a point where I have to decide whether I'm eating Spiral or not in the future. And so then I'm going to grab the book with the ripped part of my tabard.
Okay. It starts to smoke.
I'm going to walk out very carefully.
Yeah,
I'll take
it's
it.
steaming, and the tabard eventually catches fire as you do so.
Oh, sorry. And as soon as I have the book, I will cast Mending on this tabard. Thank you. Sorry about that. And fix it.
I thank thee. I wish that I would have known thou couldst fix broken things like this yesterday.
Guess what? Now you know.
I glued all those wing bones together.
Yeah, you could have asked me and then I would have known.
But then I wouldn't have gotten to see thine face.
Hey, do you see any more of those runes anywhere?
Out here, I look around.
Most of the ones that went off are outside. Absolutely no runes. There's nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I believe we are safe out here.
Okay.
So what now?
Well, we need to decide if we're staying here or going back to Wildmount or doing what you want, Penelope. But
We can't let this crazy mad wizard just completely do what he likes to do with this place.
I don't disagree, but there's two things we don't know. One, we don't know what he's trying to do, and so it's going to be hard to stop him. And two, he can just kill us.
I hate to
He can
invoke
kill
this, but
thee,
did
maybe.
Avon know this person at all? They seem to operate on the same level. I would be surprised if he did not know him or know of him.
Thick
Did
as
Avon
thieves.
ever talk about Killian?
No. Nope.
Did I ever see someone with Killian's description around?
No.
Did he come over for cards?
No. You have no memory
A
of
lot of
anyone
strange
like
people did.
And sure.
Do I have some memories today? I don't.
Can I at least ask that maybe we get a chance to sleep a little bit before we decide what to do? Especially if we're going to tempt a guy who can just point a finger and kill somebody.
I think we should find a place to put the sanctum and the tiny hut together to create a safe place.
I'll give you all the time to do that. Yeah.
And take
Absolutely.
a long rest, do some homework, and
Maybe figure out what we're looking for?
I would
best we can.
to start to give back to this community that we in some way destroyed. First, find a place big enough to fit all of us comfortably that we could rent and or buy from the community. Then I would also like to find the leather maker who can do the best quality saddle and talk to him about making a proper saddle with the input of Shadowstar.
You go into the saddle maker, and this shop has seen some destruction. And you see an Eladrin behind the desk, waiting patiently.
Speak in the original tongue, brother.
Brother,
You are here among the people of Theros?
I am today. And he's one of us. And you have to kill him. And that's our adventure, everyone. Thank you so much for watching Beyond Heroes. I am so sorry that to put my players through that horror show of a room and building an encounter. Thank you so much for everyone for watching. I am sorry for the panic attacks I saw in Twitch chat. Thank you so much, Lauren Irvin playing Orkira Eldrex, Penelope Half Pint dying 3 times. Oh, and then her camera died. Jen Kretchmer playing Alyndra Sarrbarand, TJ Storm playing Keen Deapreth, and Adam Bradford playing Briv Steelmarrow, and most definitely not actually murdering horses, let alone Pegasi that have an intelligence of 10, and then eating them whole. He would never do that.
Never do that. And I would never mix it up where I thought Pegasuses were just animals and not intelligent creatures.
Yes.
So.
He only kills unicorns.
Right.
Yeah. So thank you so much for watching. It was a darker episode, but we love you and we hope you had a good time. And have a great day. Be sure to check out the Theros, the book that has just come out. Check out the Mythic Dice. And also, by the way, there is a League of Legends inspired D&D adventure. This is a very big deal. There are other things that we are going to talk about, but I don't think I'm allowed to say yet, but there's going to be a cool thing that a cool friend of mine will be doing with that.
That was vague. That was super vague. Sure.
You may be in this chat. I don't know, but we had wonderful people. We designed 3 subclasses, an adventure, some really weird monsters, magical items, all based on Runeterra from Riot Games. Fantastic designers like Mackenzie and Dearmis. Am I totally messing this up? I just forgot. I'm so tired. Celeste Konowich, and I even did a little bit of design work, not a ton, but had in the next made them good. And of course was the lead editor and all of that. It's really cool. It's on D&D Beyond. It's awesome. Go check it out. So much everyone for playing this game. Is always something I look forward to every day. I feel awful about this adventure. I know it was awful. I know it was awful and dark and creepy and the worst.
Just stay in.
Yeah. Oh, the guilt. All right.
No, you did great, Todd.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Don't step on rats or runes.